Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paperboy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's BOLO Day. We go deep dive into some of the sales we had over the past week and tell you why they sold and what to look for when you're out there. So what are you looking for, Mr. Magazine?
All right, I guess I'm hitting it hard right off the bat with my best item of the week. Robert F. Kennedy, RFK, Senator, autographed 8x10 photo at COA. Now, we ran comps, or my manager ran comps on this, and they're anywhere from like $100 to $500.
Oh, wow.
And we couldn't believe it went for this much. But I'm thinking, like, it is personalized. So you know it's got to be authentic right off the bat right there. You know?
Right.
No one's personalizing it, 50 years ago or whatever.
Right, right.
But, yeah, it's a cool-looking shot of him. Almost $600. And I don't know where I got it from.
And the nice thing, too, is you actually did the right thing in picture number 2 there. You zoomed in on it.
Yep.
Which, of course... Yeah. Is the way to show it, too, so that people can see it up close.
Yeah, very happy with that, yeah. All right, next up, rummaging through my house, I found my kid's old catcher's helmet and got $50 for it. What do you think? Like new? He didn't use it too much.
What did something like that cost new?
Well, you usually buy them as a package with all the gear and stuff, a couple $100. I mean, the helmet alone is probably $75. I don't think it's $100,
So
but sometimes the older helmets might have been, it's probably 3, 4, 5 years old, and they don't make that particular one anymore. Maybe someone had it and liked it. Who knows?
Well, go back to that real quick.
Yeah.
Can you still use those?
Yeah.
Okay, because you.
Yeah, I don't think there's any requirements. Not like baseball bats, where those change all the time, and you can have only certain baseball bats in different leagues and so forth.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But
no, I was thinking more like with the football helmets. Like you couldn't go out in the field and wear a football helmet from 25 years ago because the safety has changed. I don't know if they changed, or bicycle helmets, things like that.
I think say in the last 10 years, catchers' helmets haven't changed. You can use any of them, But if they do change, obviously, everyone knows about it. It's a big money grab, and everyone's going to buy a new one. Next up. So when I was throwing stuff out of the pod, which wasn't a lot, I came across this. I think this was from the Geneva score, and I said, "Oh, this is cool. This should sell." So black and white blended Scotch whiskey, 1979 backgammon board, bar deco. I think it sold for $80. Yeah.
Now, did it have the pieces too, or just literally
no pieces,
the board?
just it. It's just it. Yeah, I thought it was cool. It's oversized, but I don't know how much shipping was. $30, but yeah. Cool.
Right.
A little bit of if it didn't have advertising on it, I would have tossed it out.
Right.
So, especially that big, who would want it? This was a shocker of the week. Boston Brew and Sports Specialties black snapback hat. I got this in some collection with some other hats recently, but it must be this version. It's old. I don't even think it's worn. Yeah, it's brand new, and this is probably from the '90s. I remember in high school we had hats like this, this style. But $127, can't argue with that. 36 bids.
Oh, so 36 bids.
If you see old school hats, even if this was used, it has to be worth $50.
Right.
Unless it's not heavily used, but lightly used. But yeah, crazy. Next up, Elton John's Greatest Hits Volume 2, 43-inch hanging store display. I got this years ago, and I think we probably listed it 4 years ago. Finally sold. It's just like a moon, I guess, with a string hanging to his record or something like that.
Well, I think the nice thing about that is I'm assuming the 43 inches is from top to bottom.
Yeah.
So you can actually ship that out easy.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, shipping's $8.
Which helps.
Yeah.
Yep.
So cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but again, record promo, stuff like that. If they're out there, scarf them up. Yeah. Next up, Marilyn Manson Antichrist Superstar cutoff arm shirt, black cut tag, and $41. And this was listed recently, but I feel like I picked it up a while back with the other rock shirts I had. But again, the sleeves are cut off, the tag is cut off, and it must be legit to go for $41.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Wow.
All right. Next up, National Enquirer, Volume 36, number 47, 1962, Bridget Bardot, Gil Hodges, and this went for $80.
Wait, what did that go for?
80.
Lies.
Exactly. There's Gil Hodges on the back. I'm wondering anyone else more.
That just woke everybody up that was falling asleep.
Well, thank God. Yeah, who needs an energy drink when we got your mouth? But I had a bunch of these a while back, and I put high price on them because you don't see this is early Enquirers from, you're talking 60
Although the
years
crazy
ago.
thing is, it's volume 36. I've never seen something from the 20s.
Oh, man,
I have never seen something
There's got to
from
be
the 20s.
some cool ones back then. Jeez. Next up, Mr. Fuji WWF LJN Vintage 1986 figure with card back and poster. I took $50 on this. I had it listed for how long? About a month, maybe.
Lies.
There we go. Yep, and very cool. Don't throw your card backs out or posters that go with it. That's probably why a $20 figure went for $50.
Nice.
All right, I think you're up.
The House of Dunville, Royal Irish Distributors booklet, 1930s. I didn't hold out a ton of hope for this. I do fairly well with alcohol stuff from the 30s and obviously pre-Prohibition, but this was overseas, so I was like, I don't know if it's going to go for much or not. 12 bids, $79. Can't argue with that whatsoever. Put it up for the auction and it ended up going for $79. Wow,
so, tiny little booklet.
Yep, absolutely.
Jeez. This is word of 2 weeks now.
Mighty Joe, you wouldn't say that to Mighty Joe Bonanno's face.
No.
His famous 3-week speed course, Bodybuilding, Gay Interest, 1952. $54. Gay Interest is a good thing to use because you do have a lot of manly men inside doing exercises and the like.
Well, the story behind this was his name really used to be Bonanno, the gangsters, but then they found out that it's Gay Interest, so they banished him.
Very well could be. I don't know any better.
That's not a true story. I just made that up to be cool.
But you can get super strength, dynamic energy, and greater health. And I can get $54.25.
I need the energy.
96-page booklet. So very cool item there. Bookmark Magazine, Fall 2008. New York Public Library Transformation Plan. $24 out of that. Wow. Somebody obviously...
It's not even that old for a magazine. It's like new. It's like, jeez.
For $24. Well, my thought is, again, it was for supporters of the New York Public Library. Can't be a lot of people out there doing it. They must have done some rehab on it or something.
Production's got to be 1,000. How many could they have made of this?
Yeah, exactly.
And people there's no one saving it. I mean, it's one person did, but most people, if they have it, they're tossing it out.
Right, absolutely. And then, so if
loves that word.
If you love the library and they were transforming it, let me read what they were doing. Let me read what their plan was. Let's see if they did it. Even just for the history of it, where else are you going to find it?
Well, look at how they did it. Transforming.
Absolutely. Up next, Beverly Hills 90210, official magazine, February 1992. Luke Perry, he's hot, hot, hot.
Well, now he's cold, but
Oh, too soon.
So is this a sucker bet? Because, I mean, like $20, you'd think it'd be worth more. You're talking, how old, 30-something years old?
I got it for $1, so it wasn't a sucker bet for me.
No.
But, yeah, if you see them out there, sometimes people will be asking $5 to $10 on them, and you'd be thinking, it's better than that, it's better than that. I was happy when I bought it. I thought it would sell a little fast. Then again, it only took a year to sell, so.
I bet Buster Poindexter's official magazine would sell for more than this, because it's more obscure, because he's hot, hot, hot.
That's true. What do you think it would say? Something about Dylan.
Hot.
Oh, you think say something about Dylan on the cover?
He's also hot.
Up next, Walt Disney World, Epcot Center, April 11th, 1985. One-day ticket. I took a $15 offer on that. You'll find these things out there. People that went to Disney do save the tickets. They save the parking pass. They save the map. They save the... So you can end up getting a lot of pieces out of one simple trip to Disney for the family. You find this kind of thing there at the estate sales. Generally speaking, the estate sales aren't going to charge you $1 an item on stuff like that. They're going to look and go, I don't know, $1, $2, whatever.
Exactly.
Not really charge you much on it whatsoever, and you can make some money on it. Up next, I did take a $100 offer on this. It's been sitting around for a couple of years. iMagazine, November 1968, Aretha Franklin poster, Beach Boys Mick Jagger. Does have the poster in there, which makes it, more valuable, obviously. There's the poster right over there.
Now, when you listed this 2 years ago, did you comp them at that price? Okay, so they were going for the 2 years ago, things change or whatever. Or
people were asking that on them. Okay. Might have been asking $200 on it or $195 or something like that.
I agree. I'd sell it too.
Yeah, I was like, it was exactly what went through my head. I go 2 years, and the guy says, "Would you take 85 or counter offer?" I said, "Tell you what, $100. I'll take $100 on it." And the last item today, those people behind the paywall did see this from a estate sale haul.
Something today.
Time Magazine, Pokemon with pull-out poster on November 22nd, 1999, $124.25 that went for. Pretty easy cover to remember as well. Definitely.
I mean, it's 1999. That's when it originated around that time. So that's amazing. I don't know if I've ever had that. If I do, it definitely wasn't in nice a shape, and it probably didn't have the poster.
Right. Yep. Wow. So, if you do happen to find that out there, even Mr. Magazine is learning. You can learn a lot from a dummy.
You got that right.
Do it.
Absolutely. Right?
Absolutely.
Right, people.
Lies. Do hit the like button if you hit the like button if you could, and we'll see you next video.
Bye.
Isn't that a song?
Oh yeah, Justin GT.